Diamonds are God's wonders.
Wearing an imitation, you will never get that same feeling.
But it's not an imitation, bro.
The rough diamonds look different.
You can still tell the difference with a sensor, correct?
No, if you put a diamond tester, they're both gonna pass.
No
No.
way, no.
Yeah, my labs do.
No.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Heard on the Street, your source for what's really happening in the diamond and jewellery industry. My name is Heather Chambers, I'll be your host today, and this is brought to you by Rapaport and Shop LC. Let's meet our panellists. First up, we have Ari Jain, the CEO of the House of Diamonds, representing over 8 generations in the diamond industry. Next up, we have Kerry Levine, the godmother of diamonds herself, social media sensation, and co-owner of Diamante NYC. Then to my left here we have Senil Lakhani. He's the president of Kiran Gems USA, the world's largest natural diamond manufacturer. And next to me on the other side, Jeff Angel. He's a buyer with RDI Diamonds, the largest diamond wholesaler in the United States. And last up, joining us is Moshe Chemov from the Watch King. He is a diamond district insider known for his bold takes on the luxury market. Welcome in.
Thank you for having me.
This segment has been brought to you by IGI, strengthening global trust in Gemstones certification. All right, let's dive into topic 1, division in the industry. Now, historically, we've had people like De Beers doing enormous marketing campaigns that brings everyone together. We've also had the Kimberley process, which did a great job of healing a problem in the industry and helping us move forward together. Are you feeling that kind of synergy now? Do we have divisions in the industry? Could we be doing more to work together and push natural diamonds? What do we think, guys?
Every company, every brand, they are just working on marketing themselves rather than the natural diamond as a whole story. That's where we are not unified. Any brands you take, they are working towards branding their own brand.
Yeah.
But natural diamond is somewhere lost in the middle.
I think the times have changed a lot. So before, basically, our product would market itself. I mean, it's the most amazing product in the entire world. So we thought it should speak for ourselves. But now, I think every company has a responsibility to market themselves and to market the broad category of natural diamonds. Because natural diamonds are what's created the entire business. Every single product stems from that, from a comparison to natural diamonds. So it's our responsibility to first promote natural diamonds, remind people that they're the rarest product and rarest miracle of nature ever to be found, and then to promote your company, and then to promote the next sale. Long term, that will help the industry way more than the next sale, because the next sale will keep happening. But if one consumer even sees how beautiful the process, the journey of a natural diamond is, they will be pushed on to buy this magical product and pass it down for generations. It's all about the feeling, that epic feeling you get when you're wearing something real and natural, versus if you're wearing an imitation, you will never get that same feeling. Your loved ones won't feel the same either when they wear it.
But it's not an imitation, bro.
Well, wait, you're right. It's not. It's made, wait, you can still tell the difference between a natural and
The rough diamonds look
You can
different.
still tell the difference with a sensor, correct?
No, if you put a diamond tester, they're both gonna pass.
No
No.
way, no.
Yeah, my labs do.
No.
Yeah.
Diamond
Bring a tester
tester?
right now.
No,
These
no,
are lab.
no,
I'm bringing a
no,
tester.
So how does
Ever
GA
pass
test
that.
them? They can test
They
them.
have a machine.
Right. So
We
you
all
can
have
test
that
them.
machine in our office.
Yes.
Every one of
I
us.
have one, the same machine.
I don't have it
She
downstairs.
has
I
a
have
lab
it.
grown tester.
I don't have it
And by the
downstairs.
way,
Everyone
if you
has
take
lab grown.
HPHD diamonds,
Yeah,
which
that
are
will not
majority,
pass. I
right,
know.
I'm just saying it's
know.
not exactly the same, right?
Of course not. Not every
No,
diamond
so
is the
that's
same
why
too.
when they first started, they said it was the same as a diamond.
The lab-grown diamonds are not coming from nature. They're completely from electricity. So, in my opinion, it's completely different. And rough diamonds and lab-grown, they look completely different than natural rough diamond. So that's why it's become a trend for natural diamond connoisseurs to wear straight-up rough diamonds. Hey, look, it's natural.
Well, it's definitely important to keep lab-grown and natural separated, just to avoid confusion. But that question right there, the division, it's like asking me to figure out how to solve world peace. The truth is, lab-grown diamonds aren't going anywhere and natural diamonds aren't going anywhere. And I think it's okay as an industry to be able to offer the buyer the options. I'm Mike Nekta and my business is Leon Diamond in the New York City Diamond District.
Let's move on to our next topic. We're going to be talking about De Beers Desert Diamonds. This topic has been brought to you by Brightco,
your modern jewelry insurance provider.
So, on the subject of desert diamonds, now a lot of you will already know that they were brought to the market by De Beers in October of 2025. The US launch show focused on off-white champagne and amber diamonds, which were worn by celebrities including Taylor Swift, Tiana Taylor, Bad Bunny, Doja Cat. They've all been seen wearing these beautiful diamonds. Interestingly, the diamonds that they are featured in this collection are not typically or haven't been diamonds that consumers have been reaching for. It's been a massive marketing push, but at the same time, they're not something that we've seen in lab-grown diamonds. So this is a really new thing for the industry. Can we start with Kerry? How have you seen consumer demand for these? Have people come into your store asking for them?
Yeah, ever since Taylor Swift got engaged, it's been a big thing. And there are other big media people like Stephanie Gottlieb that promotes all this. And some of the big influencers on social media are doing a big campaign with this. Now, I discovered a company in Israel that I love to deal with called FEMA Diamonds. They're amazing. They have an amazing collection of these quality diamonds. So they weren't sold. You're right. An LMN color diamond wasn't even looked at back in the day. Today, they're creating beautiful cuts and making a whole line and bringing a whole new industry of these diamonds back. And if you can take a brown diamond and make it beautiful, like the one I have here I have a GIA certified 439, beautiful fancy brown VVS2 diamond. Now, in the rough, it may not look great, but in the finish, it's an antique cut stone. It's cut like an antique diamond. There are a lot of women that like this, and people follow trends. People want to have what the stars are wearing, what the stars have. Everybody wants to be like somebody. So I think that the campaign of the Desert Diamonds, it's bringing life back to a diamond that was never looked at.
So that was a great point, and that's a stunning diamond.
It's stunning.
Absolutely beautiful. Almost no one probably has this. It's so rare. So the whole point of the Desert Diamonds campaign was that people have been chasing perfection way too much. De Beers wanted to show that there's perfection and imperfection.
So De Beers reports that this campaign drove 2.7 million store visits. So my question for the panel is, what have you seen in terms of increased sales according to this campaign? Have you seen more people coming in to buy jewelry? Has the demographic changed?
Yeah, of course. We are selling, the number of stones we are selling is higher than ever. It's just the price keeps going down, which is now stable, which we would all agree on. And of course, that we see that the numbers are aligning with the number of stones we are selling.
So pure number-wise, our sales have doubled since 2025, and especially in 3 carat plus lower color diamonds. Before we were selling more 3 carat H plus. Now all of a sudden I'm like, what's going on? We're selling more 3 carat I and below. People only want that look. They want to show it's real.
100% same.
The
If they
colors,
buy natural, it's only lower color.
Bigger, but
lower.
but
Lower
yeah.
cut, like desert, like
Like
whatever.
I was gonna tell you, so. I have an 8 carater here, right?
Oh, I
So-
love the way you guys just whip gemstones out your pockets.
We don't do that ever, by the way. I never have anything on it. Trust me. But I'm saying 5 years ago, this would have been hard to sell. It's an 8 carat KSI 2, and it still looks super white.
Yeah, it's pretty.
It's a nice stone.
Pretty.
I think emerald cut's the hottest stone right now. The elongated cushion and the emerald cut is on fire. The oval is right up there with it. Those are the 3 hottest
Old Miner is great.
cuts
The
right
old mine
now.
is great.
Old
But
Miner's
old
been
miner
really-
is very hard to, a true old mine is very hard to
Yes.
procure. Some people are cutting it modern, but a true, real old mine is hard to get. You know, some people are cutting it, but they're cutting it badly.
Yeah, you know what they're doing.
Yeah,
They're
they're trying to say, I
like
don't know.
pretend cutting.
Yeah, so even when you see an old mine on the GI cert, you need to see, hey, is it a real old mine? Go to an expert and check.
You know what? If it's a real old mine, it'll have abrasions, it'll have little
Yeah,
chips.
yeah,
It'll have a
exactly.
little bit of wear and tear because it's an old stone.
I love brown diamond myself. I have a few stuff personal that is brown diamond. Especially when there is an extra overtone to it. It's mixed with yellowish, brown, yellowish, reddish, greenish. I really like brown diamond in general.
So it can make a diamond more unique, perhaps.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely. As we were talking, the mix of all shades of brown, green, yellow that the nature has made.
That's gorgeous.
This is all the choice of nature. Yes, my name is Benny Ahdut, Benny the Dealer NYC. My company name is Mazzolito.
It's like there's glass between us, crystal on the table, but we don't hear a sound. Dripping in the diamonds, touching velvet walls, yeah, we're so dressed down. There's glass between us, it hurts.
Okay, our next topic today is going to be gemstones.
This topic has been brought to you by JBT, the Jewelers Board of Trade, protecting your assets for 142 years.
Okay, coloured gemstones are having a cultural moment. Sapphires, rubies and emeralds are showing up in engagement rings in numbers that they haven't done since Princess Diana first started to trend back in the 1980s. We're also seeing a pivot towards gemstones, coloured stones, being true investor pieces. How do we feel about that, guys?
Yes, a lot of people and consumers and investors have moved into colored gemstones. Firstly, because they're real. So we know the consumer desires a real product. And these can show individuality. You can show color. It looks great on social media. Stunning red rubies, blue sapphires. It's something different. And the new consumer, they want something different. That's what they want the most. They want to look trendy, different, not classic. So it's like complete reversal of like 20 years ago. That being said, if you talk about resale value, diamonds are way better for resale value. Diamonds are way more liquid, way more standardized. It's much harder, much harder to buy color stones correctly than it is to buy diamonds correctly, since there's so much diamond education out there, so much diamond standardization out there. So it is great that they're having a moment, but if you want to invest large amounts of money in something, I would suggest stick with natural diamonds, because it's much easier to buy natural diamonds correctly. Some dealers I know have moved into colored gemstones since there's a natural diamond struggle right now, but they don't know how to buy it correctly. Even dealers are losing money because it's hard to know what the real price is. There's so much negotiation in it. Someone can ask $1,000 for it and then end up selling it to you for like $500 a carat. So it's not an easy market, especially for consumers. So definitely get a great expert on there.
You also have to you're dealing with something that if it's heat treated or non-heat treated. So natural versus heat. It's the same thing like enhancements. Most, and I don't care who they are, Tiffany's and everybody's selling heat treated. No matter who you are, they're selling heat. Far and few between do sell the natural unheated rubies, unoiled emeralds, and sapphires. But the color, it's all about the color of the stone. So you need the heat to bring most of the color out there. We're seeing a tremendous uptake in colored stuff. We're doing a tremendous amount of sapphires and emeralds. That's a big deal for us right now. I'm making 3 stone rings as jewelry. Sapphires and emeralds are on fire for us right now. I think those are the precious stones. I think in the semi-precious, the Paraibas, the tourmalines, those are on fire. The Savarites, very expensive, hard to get. The Paraiba tourmalines, I've seen some that are just astronomically unaffordable, but breathtaking.
Yes.
There's a big spike in, I think, a lot of the color jewelry. People like color. It's fun. It's whimsical.
Well, it's always been around, right? But as you were saying, the value there is you got to be cautious.
Very.
I've been doing this for 30 years, and I remember my first month I would sit on a table, we would look at. One guy would say it's worth 10,000. One guy said it was 2,000. And these guys were professionals.
Yeah.
So, as you said, just if you're gonna get into it, as an investment, guys are doing it, know what they're doing.
But I
wouldn't be rushed to it.
I love the trend of alternating diamond and sapphire, diamond and ruby bracelets. That I think is something really unique, and I think the industry has really took to it, like alternating diamond.
I'm making a lot of men's jewelry.
Yeah.
Men are wearing more jewelry since COVID than anytime else. Men discovered jewelry. They discovered watches. I'm doing sapphire and emerald tennis bracelets for gentlemen. They're wearing that. They want trends. They want to match their watches and so on and so forth.
Well,
But
Moshe's arm is the...
The
Right
best
there,
example
fashion right
was this Kevin's roast.
Yes.
You saw
Oh, yeah,
everyone
yeah.
was wearing those beautiful
sapphire
necklace,
necklaces.
yeah.
By the
Oh,
way,
there's
in
a
the
place
watch
where I go.
in the
Ball
watch in
players.
our watch industry, the sapphire bezels are worth more. The gemstone bezels are
Right.
worth more than natural
Diamonds,
diamond bezels.
Yeah.
Are they
So if you have a
really?
Daytona that has like, they have a rainbow Daytona, it's 500 grand. But if
Yeah.
the one that, it's only a rainbow bezel. But
Oh,
if
that
it's a
one is
regular,
stunning.
Yeah.
That
they have
one
a
is
regular
beautiful.
diamond bezel,
It's not easy to get as
150
well.
grand.
Look at Jacob and Company, what he's created. Jacob and Company,
Same thing with Patek, AP,
Right.
everything that has
Oh,
a gem
yeah.
set bezel.
unbelievable
It's,
what
Oh
he's
my
marketed
God.
with the
To
colors.
find those colors
watches,
Yeah,
is
it's
like
colored
impossible.
stones
crazy.
and watches.
Yeah.
I think there's a big uptake in color, and I think
In
people
gems.
love
I
I think
color
there's a
and
place
gems.
for it.
Gems
It's
is
great.
going crazy
Everybody
right
can
now.
express
Gems are
yourself too, because
beautiful.
people have different colors they like.
Ruby Daytona,
right?
$1 million
And
bucks.
it's about consumers. You
Yeah.
know, when they want some colors on their pieces, they're gonna pay any price.
You
they
go
want.
into a wedding, you want to match an outfit. You're wearing a blue dress, you want to match sapphires. You know, you're wearing fancy yellow diamonds if you're wearing gold or white or whatever. It's a fashion. I think color goes with fashion. It's a statement. A beautiful classic princess die ring, sapphire with little diamonds around it. I think colored stone has a hidden value inside them, which the average consumer does not know. That's a big secret.
There's so many variables. You've got color, you've got intensity, you've got clarity, all the inclusions you may or may not have that may be expected and may not be expected in the stone.
And then also from where it comes from.
Right, cashmere, sapphire,
yeah.
Origin.
Burma rubies.
The next thing I want to ask you about is gemstones as an investment. I'm seeing a shift towards things like Ceylon sapphires, things like carat tourmaline as being genuine investment pieces. Are you seeing that? Do you feel that?
Okay, first of all, I don't recommend gemstones as an investment. Colored stones, unless you have an end purchaser or you're going to hold on to them for a very long time, I don't recommend them as an investment. They will, fine quality colored stones will appreciate over time, but it's going to take time. And you also have to have the person, which is a very selective market, who's going to purchase the stones from you at the end. So it's not the wisest investment tool unless you have the ability to sell to someone at the end of your investment. They do appreciate tremendously, but it's a much more fickle market in terms of who's going to purchase those colored stones from you. My name is Heather Sandor, and my business is ANC Gem Trading Corp., which is a female-founded colored stone business specializing in both semi-precious and precious colored stones.
Okay, this is the rapid fire round.
This topic has been brought to you by Sinstar. Discover exceptional natural diamonds meticulously sourced for timeless elegance.
Let's get cracking with Ari. So the question today is, can the industry influence the influencers?
So, to be honest, the industry has not tried to influence the influencers, but Taylor Swift, she created a huge moment for our industry, and she loves jewelry. Like, she's wearing natural diamonds. There was a song recently that was only featuring diamonds in her video. So she has created a lot of craze and desire for natural diamonds, and we really thank her for that, but the industry needs to do a better job to actually tell the story of natural diamonds to influencers so they can get the word out. Taylor Swift was just happened to be a fan of natural diamonds herself, but we need to talk to influencers, tell them about our product, educate them, show them the magic. And yes, you said they're very expensive, but it's worth the marketing.
Okay.
Yeah, so the celebrities out there are definitely a way to reach us. I think that as manufacturers, as you guys as manufacturers, you should jump on board with us, and some of the social media influences jump in and work with us and help us grow your products and grow our products to the end client. I think that that's a big way to work. Besides the celebrities, I think that the industry should get on board with the new way of life and jump into social media.
So we do that. For example, there's some, I don't know what the benchmark is for influencers, but there's some people with like 300K, 400K followers on Instagram. Any special diamond that comes our way, we're like, just post it on your story. And it's been such an effective way to get attention for it.
I've had people, I have every diamond big house coming down to me now. Kerry, can you take this? Could you show this? Could you do this? Could you do this? Last week, I took a necklace and a pair of earrings in one video, The next morning I made an $800,000 sale. The next morning from that necklace, I sold an Eternity oval necklace with all DEF colored diamonds and a pair of 7-carat each oval studs. A young woman sent her mother to me, very wealthy woman from California. She said, I must see the necklace. My daughter said, blah, blah, blah. I thought this was bullshit. I thought it wasn't real. I was like, the money's not going to be in my account. 45 minutes later, I had a wire transfer for $780,000 in my account.
Oh, wow.
I almost passed out. To the fact that I said, that's going to sit there for 2 days before I even release anything, because I'm afraid they're going to pull the money out of the account. I was like bugged out. I don't send anything unless that wire sits for a long time in the account. But I think that everybody's coming down to me, right? I don't know if you're getting it, but I'm having the Julius Kleins, the Grandviews, the big houses.
I guess I'm going to
come
start
to
visiting
me,
you soon.
and you're coming down to me. You're coming
It
down.
looks like it.
It's unbelievable. I go like this, they buy it. I go like this, they buy it. Because they like that I speak the truth. They like that I don't bullshit. I tell it like it is.
What I think is, as an industry, to reach out to all the influencers, we need to tell the story which all the watchmakers in the Europe tells their customers. Everyone goes down to heritage, the craftsmanship, the history of watchmaking, and still compete with each other without, spoiling the story of how the watches are made, why the watches are made, and why they are so special. So this is what, as an industry, we can go towards the influencing part, and they can serve it down to their customers that feels that heritage.
And then Moshe, same question.
Education is key. That's all I'd say. Educate, show them, tell them how it is, right or wrong, left or right, and then that's how you can influence them. Give them something. Sometimes you can, sometimes you could also give them something to compare. Just educate and let them make the decision.
I think like if De Beers was hands-on with the desert, if we can get something like that again, with maybe other stones or other colors we're trying to accomplish.
Maybe more towards category, more towards generic instead of category marketing.
I mean, they have, remember Selena Gomez with the Diamond Marquee? There's a song lyric where she just mentioned Marquee.
I'm a Marquee diamond.
It went from, it's now the hottest shape, you can't find it in the market. So they have a really big influence on the entire culture. Celebrities are treated like gods in culture these days, so it's a very wise thing to influence them. Like the Marquise went through the roof. Have you seen it?
I know. 3 years ago I couldn't sell a Marquee. Today I can't find one.
And Victoria Beckham's
They're
engagement
selling
ring.
like $5 back.
Yeah, I know.
It's crazy.
Okay, guys, we're going to close this segment here. This was brought to you by Sinstar. Discover exceptional natural diamonds meticulously sourced for tireless elegance. Thank you for watching Heard on the Street with Shop LC and Rapaport. I've been Heather Chambers. I just want to say thank you to our amazing panel. Do check them out on social media and make sure you comment. You must have views on this. Put it in the comments below, like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.